Pandit Anindya Chatterjee is one of the greatest masters of the tabla. He's known for his clarity, speed and melody on the instrument. His solo performances are dazzling. His accompanying performances are balanced and proportionate. He's been called a master with beautiful hands. Anindyaji's son Anubrata is one of the finest performers of the young generation. Anubrata uses the tabla for classical and experimental music. You're watching our talk. I'm Jujhar saying thank you very much for joining us on the show.
Thank you.
Anindyaji, you've come from Kolkata. Anubrata, you've come from Mumbai. Thank you very much.
I've actually been a great fan of Art Talk. I've been following it for some years and I'm really honored to be here.
We are very honored to have both of you. Thank you so much.
Especially with my father.
Yeah.
It's a proud feeling.
What a great father-son combination.
Yeah, it has to be the legacy has to carry on and on in our culture. You know.
The Guru Shishya Parampara. Anindyaji, let's begin with you. The first element of your musicianship is that you produce clear, crisp sounds on the tabla.
I try.
How did you produce that?
This is the grace of God, the grace of my Guru, and the grace of all the music lovers who loves me. It comes from that and my sincere sadhana.
Anindyaji, let's hear the clarity and crispness of your sound. Please show us how you do it.
You know, everything has to be clear and crispy and good sound and interesting.
Anindyaji, whether you go slow or fast, your clarity is constant.
To me is a great blessings from late Pandit Kishan Maharaj ji. He said, in my life I have seen two tabla players who can continue the clarity and crispy, I mean the clearness in even lower tempo, even very fast. One is Pandit Anakilal and one is our Anindya. He is our asset. So I really shocked. I mean, I try, to do that.
The thing with him is the more the speed, the more the clarity, the more the wazn, the weight, and everything kind of beautiful. Which is incredible and scary for me on stage, because when I am on stage, it happens the opposite. As I speed up, things go down, it falls. And it's with him, it's like
Which is normal.
Which is normal, yeah.
Anindyaji, why don't you play something slow and then raise the tempo so that we can see how you keep your clarity constant?
So I am producing one Rela now. I can show you in very slow tempo and then double and then Shogun and so and so. More so slow. Double. Then Choguna. so and so on. From the childhood, you know, my uncle, who used to make me practice, he used to say in my ear 1,000 times, clarity, clarity, you have to focus on your clarity. Even my Guruji said.
Yeah.
So if you focus on clarity, then clarity.
Very important for a tabla player.
Yeah.
Anindji, the second element of your musicianship is that you're not just creating bowls or syllables on the tabla, you're creating melody on your instrument.
Because tabla is a rhythmic instrument, of course, but my Guruji used to say, your tabla should sing. How it sings, you have to be with music. So, with all the musicians, when they does alap, at every step, I listen carefully. My Guru used to tell me that you come to my vocal class, you sit for 2 hours and you learn. You don't have to sing on the stage, but you have to learn vocal.
It's very interesting you say that because I read a quotation of Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, the great vocalist, who said that every good tabla player is an inward singer.
Yeah.
But Anindji, what is melody on the tabla? How do you create it?
You know, it says from imitators, you have to say, Padant is so important. Nowadays, I says to my student that Padant, not only that tabla is dhinna kritikata, dhinna kritikata, dhidri kritikata, dhidri kritikata. This is no music.
This is a simple rendition.
Yeah, just the bowls, but it is not the bowls. Dhinna kritikata, dhinna kritikata, dhidri kritikata, dhidri kritikata, dhag dhinna kritikata. Kritikata, kritik dhing, nakthetta, kritik dhingridha. You know, you have to speak more and you have to feel the music inside your composition.
Anindji, the third element of your musicianship is that you're a leading exponent to the Farrukhabad and also the Lucknow gharanas, but you also incorporate elements from the other 4 gharanas of tabla playing as well.
In my playing, I use all the gharanas. Though I have started with Farrukhabad gharana of my Guru Gyan Prakash Ghosh, late, but he studied with many ustads, like Rampur Gharane Ustad Masjid Khan Sahab. Then Therkua Khan Sahab, he did lot of Sheba. And then he learned from Punjab, Ustad Firoz Khan Sahab. He learned from Ustad Azim Khan Sahab, who is father of Ustad Nizamuddin Khan Sahab. So my Guruji gave me all the talims. And also I associated with many great maestros, like Allah Rakha Khan Sahab, like Therkua Khan Sahab, like Nizamuddin Khan Sahab.
Pandit Kishan Maharaj ji.
Pandit Kishan Maharaj ji.
I believe you were 4 years old when your uncle, the sitar player, Pandit Bishwanath Chatterjee, inspired you to take up the tabla.
Take up the tabla, and his brother Amarnath, he used to give my hand setting on the tabla. Then I came to Guruji at the age of 6 or 6.5.
Gyan Prakash Ghosh ji.
Gyan Prakash Ghosh ji. But the thing is, though I learned Farrukhabad and Lucknow I have learned from Ustad Khalifa, Ustad Afaq Hussain Khan Sahab.
Anindji, your base 2 gharanas are Farrukhabad and Lucknow. Now, what are the major elements of both these gharanas?
The elements is Farrukhabad and Lucknow is not very much difference, almost same. Like I can show you the Peshkar. Din, kridhinna, da, dinna, da, tidda, tidda, da, tinna, dha, da, dinna, da, tidda, trikadha, tidda, da, tunna, kede nagatin, krithinna, kede nagatin, thinna, kede nagatin, thinna, kena, da, tun, gena, da, tunna, gena, da, tunna. So, is all the 16 beats filled up with bowls. Whereas, Allah Rakha Khan Sahab's plays Peshkar,
Punjab gharana.
Punjab Gharana.
Yes.
Na, tin, na. Punjab Gharana style, especially Dha, dak, dinna, dha, dak, dinna, dha, dha, tunna, dha, dak, tunna, dha, dak, dinna, dha, dha, tun, khena, dhati, dhake, na, dak, dinna, kradhinna, kradha, dha, tunna, more to the rhythmic and small balls.
It has more focus on the micro beats, the
Punjab gharana.
Yeah, between, especially Abbaji Ustad Allah Rakha Khan Sahab's style, Zakir Ji's style.
Anindji, you're a very accomplished solo performer on the tabla, but you've accompanied all the great maestros of the last 50 years as well. I mean, look at the list over here. Pandit Nikhil Banerjee, Pandit Ravi Shankar, Ustad Ali Akbar Khan, Ustad Vilayat Khan, Ustad Amjad Ali Khan, Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma, Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia, Pandit Mallikarjun Mansoor. Who's the musician, though, who you've been particularly close to or particularly enjoyed playing with?
I get lot of different fun from different musicians. You know, my tabla will be different when I will play with Amjad Ali Khan Sahab and when I will play with Shiv Kumar Sharma, because his musical approach is different, both of them. So I have to hear them, I have to study, research their music. Then I can be accompanied and satisfy them.
But who's your favorite?
You know, I have associated in my life, and my life, musical life was really blossomed by late Pandit Nikhil Banerjee,
The great sitar
guitar
player.
sitar player. I always love him and respect him as my guru.
And you played for a very long time with him.
Long time, not only played with him, I have learned so many things through him, because he took me to the music world and I made my career through him. Then I performed with everyone.
I believe that Nikhilji and you were playing in a concert in Tabla in 1975.
In fact, I'll tell you that
And
story,
the
yeah.
audience wanted a refund.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was in Paris.
It was in Paris, I think in 1975. I hear it
75.
from him. So Nikhil Banerjee, Pandit Nikhil Banerjee is one of the most serious musicians. He doesn't look to the public. He closes his eyes and he's into it.
His face was behind the sitar, you know, like that.
So, and with that intense musicality, the tabla player, he was like nodding his head like in kya baat and in appreciation.
I was
and-
doing like that, you know, shaking my hand.
People-
almost 1 hour in his alap.
People in the audience in France, in Paris.
After the concert we heard.
Yeah.
from
After the first half, I think you told
Yeah.
me. We're like, we want our money back because the artist doesn't enjoy. He's not enjoying.
Because
he's nodding
he's
his
doing
head.
like this.
Nothing's happening. There's something
No,
wrong.
the organizer came
They
in the green
thought,
room.
they thought that your nodding of the head was a sign of disapproval.
Yeah. It's wrong.
So the
something wrong.
organizer came in and
That
they said,
with
please
these
don't nod.
musicians was not good because yeah, the tabla player
Otherwise we are in
taking
trouble.
this- No, I mean this kind of audience in France, it happened in 75, but now the audience nowadays, you know,
It's
Western
far more
audiences,
educated in Europe as
they
well.
listen like pin drop silent,
Yes.
and they appreciate like every moment of good music.
Anindji,
you've now been passing your knowledge on to your son, Anubrata.
Yeah, this is my duty and this is this is my responsibility, because my guru said that you have to pass on. He did Gandabandhan from my guru, Gan Prakash Ghosh, but he was old and he said, Beta, I am old now, I am sick, so your responsibility is with your dad.
But look how well you've been progressing. You're now playing with people like Hariji, Shivji, Amjad Ali Khan, Shahid Parvez.
Well, I consider myself to be very lucky. I started my career like there was a concert of Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia with my father way back in 93, I think. And I was 7 years old. And then he said, in Bengali, he speaks Bengali, Tumi bajabe, like, will you play? I was like, yes. I had no idea. Then I went on stage with him. And then I played with him, and I almost played like a solo, because I had no idea about what is
So
accompaniment.
this was your debut.
This was my debut. And I didn't realize. And there were people who were appreciating me, because a little kid playing tabla, it's nice to see.
Why don't we have both of you playing something together? That would be wonderful.
Let's play
And
that old composition. Dha kartak ta kartak ta dha ta dha kartak ta kartak ta ta kartak deng ta kartak deng ta ta kartak ta kartak deng da kartak deng da kartak deng da kartak deng da kartak ta kartak deng da kartak deng da kartak deng da kartak deng da kartak ta kartak deng da dha kartak deng da kartak deng da This kind of, we have thousands and thousands of
Wonderful.
compositions.
I believe you also tell stories on the tabla.
Oh, yeah.
How about a story on the tabla now, both of you?
You know, as a kid, when I was not very interested into tabla, he would be like, you know, you see cricket. I used to love cricket. I still do. It's like, so you can create, you know, a composition. It's a traditional composition, but it could be designed in a way that it's like a cricket match sequence. Like,
So what's the story over here?
the story is this super fast, fiery pacer, bowler from India. Let's say Ishan Sharma or someone. Balls, a fiery ball. And then some batsman comes and hits it for a 6, but he mistimes it. So it goes up in the air, and then eventually
It goes high up in the
high
air.
up in the air, and eventually some player catches it and he gets out.
Yeah, that means the bowler
It's
is
coming, the
getting
run up.
ready.
He's getting ready to
Yeah.
bowl. Yeah.
Takaturnakirtikdi.
Nagatetekata, terkitikta, takatitikta, delivers, dhakatitikta, the charge, kran, tun, and
down.
catch.
So fourth hoon is there. Means you need some time now because the ball is so high. Tun.
And the fielder's getting into position.
Oh yeah.
Let's hear that.
Na tin na tik din din.
Tagathunagatidi, nagatetekata, terkitikta, takatitikta, kran, tun.
আবার you know, it can be. My Guruji made many of Bengali story with the balls and fantastic.
Let's have another story then. This is fun.
Yeah. Car, your jeep is coming. You know, jeep means.
No, this is the Hiran ki chal, right?
And 3 Hiran is crossing the road.
Deer.
And deer, yeah, Harin. So you break.
The deer are jumping.
3 deer jump.
So you can feel like that, you know, it's a fun.
So as a kid, I would
And for the kids, it's good that see the story, you know, but it's,
hear these stories
it's
from
a-
him, from Zakir ji especially, Zakir ji's performance, and that would interest me as a kid. It's like, wow, this is fun.
Anindra and Anubrata, let's take a very short break. When we come back, we'll have more fun on the tabla. We'll also look at the experimental music Anubrata is doing on the instrument. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're watching Our Talk with me, Jujhar Singh. We are one of the great tabla maestros of the country, Pandit Anindra Chatterjee, and his very accomplished son, Anubrata Chatterjee, on the show. Anubrata, your focus is on classical music, but what makes you do a lot of experimental music as well?
My focus is on classical music.
Yes.
The thing that makes me think about doing something different is the changing world. I truly believe our generation, me included, has a shorter attention span. For them, I have thought of presenting Indian classical music, not fusion, Indian classical music in a small format, in a 15-minute format. Pure classical
What are you
set.
calling this concept?
I'm calling it Beats and Pieces. Beats and Pieces.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You've also created a percussion band called Layakari.
Layakari, yeah. Layakari. This was created last year. It has 6 of one of the finest musicians in our generation, in younger generation.
I've also seen that you've been combining the tabla with the drums. You've got together with the drummer Gino Banks.
Yes, that's something
and
I
you
did.
came out with an album, Rolling 15 in fact.
Yes, that was
What
done
is the idea
under
over
a
here?
project called Classicool. It was Gino's idea to not do it in a traditional way, like doing a 3 tal or an 8 set. Let's do it in 15. Actually, it's 7.5, so like 7.5, 7.5. And he created the loops for it, and then I gave my inputs, and it turned out to be quite interesting. It was really appreciated.
It was all very interesting. Wish both of you all the very best. Thank you so much for being on our
Thank
tour.
you. It's a pleasure to be here, and you are great
You're a great host.
host.
Beautiful and
Thank you very
And
much.
thanks to all the music lovers. We all seek their love and blessings for us.
and hope Art Talk goes on and on and on for episodes after episodes. Completes 1,000.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Panditji, Anubrata, thank you for joining us. And what would you like to leave us with?
Okay, one qaida, and we will do some variation, means bal palta. What about dagana dha dagadagada tadigata dagana dha dagadagada dagana
It's from Ajrada School of Music, Ajrada Gharana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Catch.
Now he will do. Plus one. I am too different.